Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we made it here to Fall Arbor Town. This time, we're going to be looking around and seeing what there is to do because, there's no gym here. Seems like this would be the place where you'd find your fourth gym, but nope. Something's happening and I don't like it. I've seen shady characters wandering in and out of Professor Cosmo's home. See, take a look. This is my precious Azurill. It's slick and smooth and plushy, too. Rurilu. Okay. Have you already challenged Flannery, the leader of Loveridge Town? The girl's grandfather was famous. He was one of the Elite Four in the Pokemon League at one point. It wouldn't surprise me to see Flannery become a great trainer in her own right. She's not already, even though she's a gym leader? Okay. Battle Tent Fall Arbor site. May the greatest teams gather. Welcome you to a Battle Tent Fall Arbor site. I'm your guide to the Set KO tourney. Now, do you wish to take the challenge of a set? What is this? In Fall Arbor Battle Tent, we undertake the Set KO tourney. All participants enter with a team of 3 Pokemon. The 3 Pokemon must be lined up in the order that they are to appear in. During battle, the Pokemon will appear one at a time in the preset order. Once a Pokemon enters battle, it must remain out until the match is decided. If a match remains undecided in 3 turns, it goes to judging. If you wish to interrupt your challenge, please save the game. If you don't save, okay, whatever. I'm probably just going to do an episode of this Let's Play where I take on all the battle tents at once, because they take a while, and I just don't want to do it. Hey all, Scott here. So you came out to this battle tent. The people of these parts tend to be easygoing and laid back, but you see, what I'm looking for are people with, how should I say this? Someone bursting with the desire and the drive to win. If there were a trainer like that, I'd immediately... Whoops, never mind, keep working at it. I don't want to know what you're gonna say. You know how battle tents offer different events in different towns? My favorite is definitely the battle tent in Fall Arbor Town. I think it's fantastic how trainers try to win with all their faith in their Pokemon. That's how it works everywhere. F-U, 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 F-U. Well, that's rude. I'm gonna make everyone think I'm just a kid and let them play down. Then I'll shock them and grab the title. That's great, small kid. So yeah, there's just really no one with anything interesting to say around here other than that old guy. Professor Cosmo went off to Meteor Falls on Route 114 with some people from Team Magma. Oh, that sounds good. And yeah, there's not much else here other than the Move Tutor's house. New moves taught to Pokemon. I'm a Move Tutor. I know all the moves that Pokemon learn, every one of them. And I can teach Pokemon those moves. I can teach a move to a Pokemon of yours if you'd like. I'll do it for a heart scale. I'm collecting those now. If your Pokemon need to learn a move, come back with a heart scale. We will be getting a lot of heart scales later, but not right now. Route 114, Fossil Maniac's house. Fossils gratefully accepted. My big brother's the Fossil Maniac. He's a nice guy who loves fossils. He loves digging holes too. He dug this hole by himself. You can have this so you can dig holes just like my big brother. She'll give you, or he will give you, I don't know what this kid is, but he will give you dig. It's a great move, kind of. It's the strongest ground type move we'll be seeing for a while. I'm the Fossil Maniac. I'm a nice guy who loves fossils. Do you want a fossil? But the fossils around these parts all belong to me, none for you. If you can't bear to go without a fossil, look in a desert where there are boulders and sand that may hide fossils. What a jerk. I guess this is his property, so never mind. Good on him. Alright, there are trainers around here on Route 114, and if you go to the south, there's a lot of tall grass to catch Pokemon in. So, here are the bios for those Pokemon. Swablu is extremely cute, and I would use it just for that fact alone. Natural Cure isn't a terrible ability, and those stats are passable for a first stage evolution, but again, it doesn't evolve until level 35. Now this isn't as severe as level 38, but you're still going to be stuck with a weak flying type Pokemon for a while. I'll be going over Altaria later when you can actually catch it in the wild, but if you want to have an Altaria earlier than that, this would be the time to get one. This is where we can first catch Nuzleaf, surprisingly. Nuzleaf is a grass dark type, which gives it a lot more weaknesses than C-Dot had as a pure grass type. On top of that, it requires a Leaf Stone to evolve into Shiftry, and its stats are honestly pretty close to Lombre's, meaning you'll be stuck with some below average stats for quite a while. And I don't even know where to get a Leaf Stone in this game, I only know where to get the Water Stone to evolve Lombre, so yeah, if you're looking for the Leaf Stone, this Let's Play may or may not show you where to get it. However, Shiftry is pretty okay. I mean, its stats are really strange. It has a high attack stat and a lower special attack stat, despite the fact that both of its types are special, but it can still deal a lot of damage with most attacks. It gets decent type coverage with moves like Brick Break and Earthquake on top of just generic grass and dark type moves. It's not terrible, there's just better grass types to use. Zangoose is fantastic! Immunity is a pretty good ability, all things considered, and that 90 speed and 115 attack make it one of the better glass cannons in this generation. It gets a move called Crush Claw, which I believe has either a chance to heighten Zangoose's attack or lower the opponent's defense, which is fantastic, and an interesting bit of lore regarding it is that immunity ability, it has a purpose. Zangoose actually has a rivalry with the next Pokemon you can catch on this route, Seviper. Seviper is not as good. It has the same stat total, and it has 100 in attack and special attack, but only 65 in speed. Poison is a physical type, so it can use that attack stat to its advantage. It's just, it doesn't get... This is at the point in the games, keep in mind, that there weren't that many good poison type moves. And Seviper really just learns dark type moves outside of that, and that just means bite. Seviper can't do nearly as much as Zangoose can because Zangoose just gets more type coverage, but Zangoose and Seviper have an ongoing rivalry, which makes it all the more confusing why Zangoose can only be caught in Pokemon Ruby while Seviper can be caught in Emerald and Sapphire. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I like Swablu a lot, actually. I was going to use it on my team, but then I decided, no, I like Tailo more. But honestly, it's probably actually a tie, and I just ended up going with Tailo because it evolves really quickly. I seriously don't know if it's just me, but, like, Tailo has always just gained so much more experience than every other Pokemon. I don't understand why, because it is medium slow, its experience growth rate. There's no reason it should have grown as quickly as it did. But, yeah, now we have Swellow, and Swellow is cool. I really like Swellow. It's one of the early game Pokemon you can get that's actually really fast and has decent attack stat. But Swablu, once it evolves into Altaria, I mean, it's bulky, it gets the Dragon type, which obviously is always great, although Dragon is I believe a special type in this generation, so it won't be doing too much damage with Dragon type moves if it's like more physically oriented, but if you orient it more towards like special attacking, then Altaria is just fantastic. Carbon's getting really close to catching up with everyone else in level. It's level 23, everyone else is 24, except for Summer, who's 26. But I'm gonna hope that by the end of this episode, Carbon will be matching their levels, and that's the end of that thought. Okay. Barboach is a okay Pokemon. All the fishermen around here seem to have it. Once it evolves, it becomes my least favorite Pokemon, so it has that going for it. We can't catch it yet, so I'm not going to talk about it stat-wise, but I'm not a huge fan.
Oh no!
I just had a tasty meal. I'm getting drowsy. How are you getting drowsy? Drowsy only appears in Kanto and Johto. You get a revive here. Wish I had that last time, instead of wasting a rare candy to revive Carbon. It wasn't really a waste. This is Lanat's house. Oh, Winter. I'm sorry everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in research, things end up this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this a secret in exchange for this. She'll give you a Lotad doll. I believe this is a C-Dot doll in one of the games, but I'm not sure which one. On its research note, information about boxes. Design boxes to hold 30 Pokemon each. Each trainer should be able to store 420 Pokemon on the PC system. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep reading, I don't care that much. I know all I need to know about the PC system. I love using berry crush machines, so I'm collecting the berries. I'll share one with you if you'd like. It will give you a raspberry. I don't care. I already have, like, 6 raspberries, dude. Oh, what are their names? Tyra and Ivy. Tyvy. I ship it. Strike that from the record, future me. Okay, so Carbon's caught up. You switch Appa to the front of the party now, and get rid of this repel. Oh my god. There's so many trainers around here. And I'm getting used to speeding up again just because I've been doing that for other things that I've been doing. I'm gonna stop doing that because you can't do that in the original game. I guess you couldn't really do smoothing in the original game either, though. Oh, speaking of which, I just realized that filter's off. There we go. Yeah, sorry, last episode looked like it used to look like, but I forgot I stopped using that filter because I was recording Kirby's Dream Land footage, because I decided that I'm going to reboot my review channel yet again, and since I'm just trying to be more positive overall in videos, wanted to start with something cute, because I like cute stuff. So, I made a video about Kirby's Dream Land, and for those who don't know, games for the Game Boy Color tend to look terrible with any filter from the emulator, just because they aren't made for that. They're made to be, like, viewed on a very small screen. Okay, let's use the Pecha Berry. Just heal Appa of its poisoning. I forgot to buy more potions while we were in Fall Arbor. Do I want to fight him? Is this a guy who is worth fighting? We'll see. My Pokemon. You're right, your Pokemon. Don't forget what you've done to me. I'll make it so you can't forget. He's not gonna get away with this! Thank you, Steve. Oh, should I have brought Zigzagoon? There is an item up there. Make a secret base in little indents like this in the mountains, so if you want your secret base to be in this incredibly inconvenient location, that's there for you. Kindler Bernie. That's a pun, and I don't know if it was intentional, but if it was, good job. Who localized this game? Probably Treehouse, right? I don't know if the Treehouse is in charge of Pokemon games, though, because it's technically like a different company, kind of. But the Pokemon company's separate from Nintendo. I don't know who localized this game, but whoever did, good job with that pun if it was intentional. And if it wasn't intentional, you better pretend it is, because that's funny. Kindler Bernie. Oh my god. You set my spirit on fire. Let's register each other. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, Mr. Sanders. Why are there so many fights on this route? If you're not prepared, you shouldn't be up in the mountains. Have you made your Pokemon evolve very much? Yeah, most of my Pokemon. I mean, Weezing and Aron still have a way to go, but yeah, everyone else has evolved. Oh, Ingo's trying to learn Takedown at level 25. Since we have Rockhead for the ability, we can't take recoil damage from this move. It's inaccurate, but the lack of recoil damage makes it so I want it more than I want Headbutt. But Headbutt has 100 accuracy, and I don't want to rely on a move that has 85 to do normal type damage, so I'm going to be getting rid of Iron Defense. The mountains are unforgiving. Oh, I see. That's good to know. These two are just having a conversation without me. Oh my god. I'm not saying that. You're supposed to shout. I'm not saying that, since it doesn't echo here. Okay, Hiker Lenny. Just look at the rapids. See the rapids, Hiker Lenny? Gotta look at the rapids. I'm not saying that. When I was a wee tyke, I believed there was someone copying me and shouting back yodelay hee hoo.
Oh no!
When I said it. Meteor Falls. According to my notes, there's literally only 46 seconds of bios here, so here are those. Lunatone is okay. I mean, it has a passable speed stat, and those special stats aren't bad either, but there's just something strange about Pokemon who don't evolve and don't have any stats going over 95. It's not bad, it just gets too many, like, status moves to the point where it can't really use its special attack to its best of its abilities outside of Psychic. It doesn't get a lot of type coverage and all that. The same goes for its counterpart, Solrock, except Solrock is more physically oriented, so it can get more use out of Rock-type moves than it can Psychic-type moves. This place does have really nice music. Yeah, Solrock and Lunatone are both just okay, and I wish they were better because they're really cool conceptually, like meteorite Pokemon that look like the sun and the moon. But they don't have any effects that give them an advantage in double battles. With this meteorite, that thing in Mount Chimney will... Huh? I don't know who you are, but if you get in the way of Team Magma, don't expect any mercy. Hold it right there, Team Magma. You're badly mistaken if you think you can have your way with the world. Even Team Aqua joins us, but it's too much trouble to deal with you all. It doesn't matter. We've got the meteorite, so off to Mount Chimney we go. You see, you Team Aqua dingbats? Didn't I see you before at Slateport's museum? Ah, so your name is Winter. At the time, I thought you were one of Team Magma's goons. Huh. You're one odd kid. Team Magma is a dangerous group of total fanatics. They engage in destruction, claiming to expand the landmass. They're the rivals of us, the sea-loving Team Aqua. Boss, we should give chase to Team Magma. Yes, yes, we must. We've got to hurry. There's no telling what Team Magma will do at Mount Chimney. Winter, you should keep an eye out for Team Magma too. Farewell. I really like Archie more than Team Magma. I just want to state here that this is actually a slightly different scene in Ruby and Sapphire. In Pokemon Ruby, Team Aqua is actually a protagonistic team, so they're on your side going against Team Magma because they are still trying to expand the land. And in Sapphire, it's Team Aqua that is the antagonistic team, with Team Magma being on your side. I don't understand why they didn't just go with the plot where they're both antagonists in those games, but I mean, I guess it's just another version difference that doesn't really matter in Pokemon Emerald. From what I've seen, at least. I'm Cosmo. I'm a professor. Team Magma asked me to guide them to Meteor Falls, but they tricked me. They even took my meteorite away. Then another similar bunch, Team Aqua, showed up. After that, I don't understand any of it. But that Team Magma, what are they going to do with that meteorite at Mount Chimney? I'm sure nothing bad. Well, we better head to Mount Chimney to figure it out. Because I don't trust any of those people that were just there.